Welcome back, guys. It has been roughly about 5 months since we uploaded anything. That's just because I was taking a break, trying to kind of rest my brain, get recuperated, and focused for our next series. I got a little bit burnt out, and I had a lot of life stuff going on. But we're back. The official release is here. We're going to be starting a new series, and the big thing about this series is I'm not going to promise anything. Before in the past, I've talked about bonus videos and every Thursday uploads and stuff like that. At this point, with Satisfactory being out officially, I am extremely beyond excited to play it, and I'm probably going to be like frantically cramming in hours every single second of every single day that I possibly can for the next however long. So for now, you're probably gonna get some aggressive uploads, depending on how much I play, when I can play, stuff like that. I do have a full-time job, and that kind of takes away from a lot of stuff. But either way, we're back to Satisfactory. We're having fun. That's the important part. So I have already played through the tutorial, and that's what the recording yesterday was. The only problem with that is I had a bunch of audio and video errors and just a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo stuff that doesn't really matter. So now we're here. We're going to start off. We are literally at tier 1. I've unlocked pretty much nothing except for the tutorial, which the tutorial hasn't changed much. I'm also not going to talk too much about new features. I'm just going to kind of explore the game. I've really tried to avoid a whole lot of everything that's came out and all that stuff, and I want to try to discover it. So if you spoil it down below, that's okay. I'm not gonna make too much of beans about it, but we're here, we're having fun. Satisfactory's back, and it's beautiful than ever. And we're gonna get into all of our plans, and I'm gonna quit rambling here. So I'm gonna take a quick little cut break, figure out where I'm going in this episode, and I finally got all my settings fixed, and we're ready to rock. All right, so over the last little bit here, I've spent a lot of time just trying to kind of go through and get the basics of this set up. That's what a lot of this things are, these little portable miners here and all this, and these smelters. I don't have any sort of machine set up other than just these three. And like I just showed you, we don't have any tiers. So through all my testing, I've gathered up quite a bit of iron ingots just because I've been having to kind of cycle through and run all this. I'm a little bit on the clock because I don't have a lot of biomass left. I maybe have enough to run for probably about like 30 minutes. So my plan is we're going to start off right at the bat by just getting the logistical stuff, or not the logistics, I'm sorry, the obstacle clearing, which if you're familiar with this channel, I love to start with. I think it's the best one to start with. It's just kind of expensive. I've already gathered up a lot of the concrete, and I'm pretty close on the cable, and crafting the screws really won't take me too long. So I'm going to go through and auto-craft all this stuff real fast so you guys don't have to watch it. And then we're going to unlock this, and we're going to go cut down some trees, get some stuff set up, and then hopefully here we can bust out a lot of these beginning kind of tier stuff really quickly. All right, so we got all of our stuff handcrafted. We're gonna throw this in here real quick, send this off, and then we're gonna have to go ahead and build the chainsaw to get rolling there. So far, what I've noticed that's changed a lot is one, like kind of just the UI and the pop-ups of all of it. And it all looks really, really good. There's been some texture stuff that I've noticed as well, but overall, I'm liking it. Just it's kind of like humble beginnings, you know. Like when we left off our first season, we had all the way to like aluminum, and we were doing stuff with the massive fuel generators and everything that we had going on. And this is a lot to kind of sit here and take it all in and realize we have 3 machines and we have miles and miles of new nodes to explore and new locations to go to, and we still have to conquer all the stuff here before we even get that much further. But there is a absolute lot going on, and I've been trying to kind of get a general idea of what we're going to be doing in terms of base right here. So what I'm really thinking about doing is I would like to get concrete, which is a little bit far for now, but I want to concrete this all in, and I'll leave this bottom floor like this for these 3 miners because there's iron nodes right here for all 3 of these. This is going to be like a quarry, kinda, and then we're gonna run the belts off over this way. We'll have our first like real factory right here in this nice flat location. There's a river that runs right through here, so that'll look like a cool little thing that we can kind of add into it if it goes far enough. There's a couple nodes nearby. There is some concrete stuff and some copper just over the way a little bit. The main important place about starting right here is I do have 2 limestone nodes, which is like a big problem when I played season 2, because I started off in the grassy fields and they give you those like normal ones, or like even the impure ones where you're getting like 6 concrete per minute. and you have to belt something miles and miles and miles to even get it to a point where you can actually kind of collect all of it. This stuff is, it's far. I'm not saying it's not, but it's a lot more manageable than kind of what we were dealing with on season 2. And the reason why season 2 got kind of messed up, if you're familiar with the history of the channel, is, what am I missing? Seriously, I'm 6 off. So if you're familiar with the whole channel and everything, and season 2 kind of getting abruptly closed off, at the time I was playing with a friend for like the first time, and it's like the first friend that I showed this game to that was like, okay, yeah, like this is cool, like I want to play this, which was like a really cool experience to get to share this game with like one of my close friends. But they picked like the same biome at the like exact same time that I started season 2. So it kind of worked out that I would wake up in the morning and record a video, and then I would like go to work, and then I would come home, and then I would play with them that night for like 3-4 hours, and I would just do the same thing that I already just did in the same exact location on the same nodes, which was not cool. It was not fun. I was happy because I got to share it with them, but it was not cool in the sense of I was like literally doing everything twice, and it just got really boring. And if I didn't do it twice, I was just having more fun playing with my friend than anything. So I ended up just kind of moving on from that and just getting bored of it, which kind of sucks. Especially when I'm supposed to like stick to a schedule and do all this stuff, and I wind up getting like really burnt out on it and just to not have, you know, that good of a time. So with this, I've already spoke to them and said that I will help them out if they get stuck on a problem or whatever. I'll play with them, but for the most part, this is going to be off a server, so no logistical issues, no trade problems, no glitches, nothing. It's just going to be, okay, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I got a chainsaw, and I don't have my, okay. Oh, I think I do. We're good. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Yeah, so, come on. Come on, buddy. Gotta turn that back on. So that's kind of what's going on with season 2. That's done with. It's in the past. We're not gonna go back to it, unfortunately. As cool as the idea was with the whole underground trade and everything that we had going on with it, it was really cool. And the last 2 videos that I uploaded did pretty decently because of it. But we're not going back to that. You know, it's the future. The full release is here. I can't get up this rock, and we're gonna just see what cool ideas that we can come up with and try to attract a good group of people that can really enjoy all the ideas and stuff and kind of really just make a nice community. That's the plan. I don't know if it's going to happen like that, but we're going to do our best. I'm sorry. I know that was like a huge, like long breakdown of me just rambling on about other videos and not this one. The main thing that's going on is this is pretty basic, intuitive stuff. And a lot of my videos in the past have been me not playing and not really doing much. It's just me saying, I'm going to do this thing. Let me do this thing. I'll be back. And I'm trying to get away from that. Trying to, you know, speak more. Even if that's me rambling, I feel like that's might be a little bit more interesting. And if it's not interesting, then we'll make adjustments again. You know, at the end of the day, this is not so much about just playing the game, but it's also about enjoying the time that I get to spend with you. And if you don't know me and I don't know you, then how are we going to enjoy it, you know? So I'm going to try to talk more, and that may not always be about the game. Sometimes it might be about random stuff. But we're going to find ways to have a good time. I've pretty much just tried to handcraft a crap ton of this biomass stuff. The biomass burners, supposedly, from what I have seen a little bit here, bits and bobs, do have entrances, which I don't know if I have them unlocked yet. Also, don't open that. Do have them open. Yeah, so see, they have a thing now, which means that we can set up some sort of crafting system to put biomass into constructors and then have it converted into biomass, the biomass and then the solid biomass, and then we can put it into here automatically, which should kind of automate it and make it a lot easier to manage. In our other world, what we did was we had like 30 of these. Not even, it was like more like 10, but it was a lot to have all that stuff going. And this should make this a lot easier. But I have to see the recipes and I have to see what it actually converts out to. Because before, the basic game stuff was balanced to like 300 per minute, and there's just no way to put that in there. So if I have to hand feed the constructor to get it to run at 100%, then there's like no point in doing it because I can just hand feed the thing. It's just crafting it, moving it again, which seems a little bit irrelevant. So that leads me to believe that they've changed that recipe, and I should really place a constructor and check it out. But at this point, we have placed pretty much nothing. And yeah, so I will cut away from this, and I will ramble about some other stuff here in a minute because I don't want to show you guys me handcrafting for an entire 20-minute episode because I can talk. I can try to be interesting, but I honestly don't believe that I'm that interesting. So we're going to go ahead and cut away from this. I'm going to do all this 10 minutes of crafting or whatever, and then we're going to see where we're at. All right, so as I was sitting there handcrafting my life away, I was really thinking about it, and I decided to place a constructor to kind of check out this recipe. So for the leaves, it is 120 in again, which you can get the Mark II belts in Tier 1. It's difficult, but you can manage it, and you really won't need a long one because you can kind of just set up a storage bin like right there. And 60 out is fine. This is a Mark I belt. But for the wood, that's a problem. 300 per minute is insane. And if you're at a point where you can make a 300 per minute belt, which is a Mark IV belt, why the hell are you making biomass? So I think ideally, which this is 120 in for the solid biomass, which we can again do because you can get the Mark I belts or the Mark II belts, but you just have to do a bunch of stuff. So you kind of have to go through all of Tier 1 before you can really fully kind of automate this. You're also going to need a really elaborate manifold because you're cutting 6 down to, this is 6.67. The other ones tend to have different conversion rates. So it might be like 8 or something. I'd have to see once I actually place it down. Maybe it's the exact same, but I know in the for the official release, I was just playing this and I saw that is a different amount than what the actual ones on the hub are. There's like a different conversion. So I have to see all the numbers before I can really look at it and get a good idea of how that's all going to work. But ideally, I would love to get that all set up and get that going because that's going to be a huge thing to do. So hopefully the beginning stage power woes are a little bit more manageable and things should be fine. I'm going to let this go until I get to about 200 or 400, I guess, is the second stack. Once I get about there, then that should be enough to get me going for this little bit here and I can start to begin to kind of automate some stuff. I would really like to get the limestone and stuff automated like immediately so I can start getting concrete because I want to build on a platform and not start off on the ground and then delete everything on the ground and then start over because that's just going to waste all my time. So that's the plan. We're going to see how well I can stick to that because I tend to get off track and worry about all sorts of other crap. So let's see what happens. Alright, so I was able to kind of craft all the stuff that I need. Right now I'm just breaking this big old rock off this limestone thing so I can get rid of it. And then we're going to set up just a really kind of quick chain here to get some concrete going. This is going to be our first thing that we actually automate, which is kind of a big deal. Set that up right there. I need some wire, so we're going to grab that. But we are going to take this over this way, get a storage container set up. Now this is rough, and it's not pretty looking. But this is the beginning, and this is where things start off, and they're going to become something amazing one day, and it's going to look really cool, and then you're going to look back on this video, and you'll be like, man, we started for nothing, and we're here. But for now, this is where we're at, and this is what we're going to do. I'm going to set up the wiring for all this stuff, and then this should start to get us concrete. There is another node literally just over that hill, kind of right before that orange tree, if you can see that in the background, and ideally, we can belt both of these into this thing, but I got to get some more plates and stuff set up. I'm probably going to set that one up right next after this one, and we should be looking good. Oh, well, we're going to have to go fix that, but while we're over here, we're going to go ahead and set this up real quick to actually consume our concrete. This is pulling 60 out, and this is 45, but I don't even have splitters yet, so that kind of is what it is. Can't fix it. Later on, we'll get some stuff. We'll kind of get some more out of here, but right now, it's really all we can do. We got to fix our power grid, and then, like I said, we're going to take this and head all the way over that way to our other limestone node and get that set up. I also didn't put power in there, which is honestly probably why this failed. So I may not need this right now. See, okay. Okay, that's why I was getting confused. It was 6 and I had the biomass in there, but this is the bio fuel, which is the other stuff. That makes more sense. Um, it looks like that's not kicked on, which is the important part. So that means that we're still good to use this, but I feel like once we hook up all the miners and stuff over here, that's probably just going to kill itself. Um, so we're going to set it up ahead of time and hope that it's okay. All that being said, for those of you that are playing the official release, how you guys liking it? Everything going good? You guys enjoying it? Because I have hardly played it. Honestly, it came out at like 10 in the morning yesterday, and my whole plan was to literally just sit here for as long as I could and play it, but I had to go to work, and that was like a whole thing. I literally spent the entire morning like recording a video and then it not working because I had all the issues and having to give up on it, and then spent all day at work thinking about playing this game and having to come home and set up all this new audio things I had going on and like rearrange my entire setup to get it to work. And then like now it is finally like 10 a.m. the next day. For an entire day, I've lost all the progress that I wanted to do to get this you know, up and running. And now I'm just kind of I'm here and I'm finally getting to play it, and I'm really really excited. And that's besides the point. How are you guys liking it? What are you guys finding that's like really 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 cool? And you know, what are your plans for it? Just go ahead and comment down below and tell me whatever you got going on. If you're starting over, I kind of made the realization last night that if I really really wanted to, I can go back to like the season 1 world and try to fix it and go through and, you know, change things, overclock the nodes and see what moved and then get rid of factories and do all that stuff. But that is like a lot of work, and sometimes you need to start over. But if you guys did that, I totally respect it. I would love to hear about what you guys had to do to make all that work, because that sounds like an absolute lot. And I commend you for sticking it out. If it even is possible, maybe it just corrupted all the game files. So I haven't even tried to load into that world. I'm kind of scared too, because I don't want to find out that all my stuff is gone. But either way, just go ahead and let me know down below. I'll try to get back to you. I usually do a pretty good job of responding like all the comments when I see them, but sometimes I do get a little busy. Either way, let me know what you guys are thinking about it. So we got this going. This is now going to take forever to get limestone all the way down to this constructor right here, and then we have a whole separate storage box because we still don't have the mergers or the splitters. So the idea is our next step here is going to be solving this logistics problem up in the top right. Just going to be some plates and some wire rods and some wire. We have to hand prep all that stuff because none of it's automated. Once we do all that, we should be able to kind of merge these into one line. Get rid of this stuff. There's a lot of this here for some reason. So we're going to get this merged into one line, and that'll like complete this. If we can find... Sorry, it's a weird sound. It was the machine going on. If we can find some slugs, I would like to overclock this and try to get this to work, but we still need the Mark II belts. So we got we have all sorts of stuff to unlock, and we got all things to do. We just got to keep working through it. The next thing we do after get this concrete figured out is we're going to work on this iron thing up here and try to get like a bare bones, something automated, so we can at least get something out of here. But the topic of the day is let's keep it rolling. Let's get through this. All right, so after some more handcrafting, we got all the stuff that we need. Setting this off. This is going to give us our mergers and everything that we're going to need.
Milestone reached.
Get through this stuff. Probably got to turn her off, honestly. I saw a setting in there that allows you to ignore her, which I kind of like want to listen to her because they put all this work into changing her lines and stuff, and I don't know if the lines are any different. I didn't listen to them before. But I think that's like the story, and I'm just skipping the story apparently. Maybe not. I don't know. We're going to set up this bad boy right here. There, and then we'll get rid of you, and then you. If I can click on you, come on. Go right to the side of this. So now we got this going to the same spot, which is all of our concrete in one location, and this is considered somewhat finished. It's not like fully worked out, but once we get some of the overclock abilities and the bigger belts and stuff, we need to make a decision on where we'd like to head to next. This would be really good, but I don't have the concrete, so I'm not really worried about that. I think I'm going to unlock the MAM because I'm really interested to see kind of the new stuff that's in there. So far, I haven't really experienced anything new outside of like UI and like the basic stuff around. Um, I want to see what kind of stuff they added to the map because I know they put a bunch of stuff into there with like the alien technologies and stuff. Jump pads are pretty much useless. This is good, but really pricey, and honestly, part assembly is probably going to come before any of this stuff. But we're really not ready for this. So realistically, it's field research and then base building is probably what we're going to work on. So I'm going to go ahead and get the stuff to handcraft all this now. And then once I got that going, I should be in a good spot to actually set up some stuff. So we will handcraft one more time. And then we're going to automate this iron and then automate that over there. And we're going to see where we're at. The sun's coming up. It's a beautiful day. We're looking at our little bit of a factory that we do have. And we have all of our stuff handcrafted to send this off. Get rid of all of this. And we're going to build the MAM here. Ooh, that's nice. Big ol' slap that red button. Now we got this. We need to figure out what we need to do to build a MAM.
Analysis machine,
change
referred
the
to as
picture
the
of
MAM,
this, which
with
is kind of
local
cool
resources to research and develop new technologies.
What do we need to do to get this MAM?
Potential technologies
some
include
reinforced iron
exploration
plates.
tools, weapons, and
We'll craft
factory
this, and then we're
buildings.
going to throw this down. We're going to get rid of Ada. I don't want to do that. Let me craft. Now, I feel like there's a good chance it's probably not going to show me anything because I have to actually go and find the stuff first before it's like, oh, hey, you can do this. Let's find a place for it real quick. But, yeah, so classite, phenomenon, metal, all this stuff. But I do have... Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Okay, so that's different. I haven't seen those yet. Megafauna, which this looks exactly the same as before. And this one, I believe, is the same. And this is the same. There's other stuff in here. So now that we have this unlocked, one, we're going to research the things that we do have, which are just like our little bits and bobs here, our alien stuff, or proteins, or whatever you call it. And then we're going to go out and try to find a somber soup or something, just to kind of see what we can unlock as we pick stuff up. So let me send off some of this stuff real quick. And then I'm going to go out and try to explore and find some stuff. I do like that you can get mycelium over here because I was really, really worried about that. Because I know the only place really to get it that I can think of off the top of my head is like those ones like all the way.
Networks of these fungi
Okay, I don't have anything unlocked. But it's like
2,000,
2,000, 3,000 meters over that way. Which that's where I'm familiar with getting them, like the blue area. But apparently I can get them from like farming trees and stuff over here. I'm probably not gonna get this for an extremely long time. And I might be able to unlock this with a little bit of biomass, but I got to do some stuff. And then we're going to keep working through some stuff and figure out what we can get going here. I'm going to do some exploration, take a break from what I've been doing, and see what I can come up with. I was off to take off on my little adventure. I just walked by this to see how this is going, and this is really moving already. So I'm feeling confident that once we get back from whatever we're doing here, really what I'm trying to find, the main important thing that I care about is a power slug would be nice, or like a Sommer super immersion spear, which I'm not familiar with this area at all. So there it is. Hello. It's got some hatchers and stuff by it, but I think that we can get up there and get that. So okay, there's quite a bit of stuff over here. Definitely do not want me to have this. If I get this going though, then I can at least see what it's gonna lock, because it's weird that it's weird that you can get it so early on. Like I'm literally gonna pick this up and then I'll have
species acquired.
Problem.
It is unclear where on the flora or fauna spectrum it
They're gonna
lies,
spawn and I'm
but
down
initial
here. They're
data
gonna kill me.
suggests this might be a nest or
I
an
also
egg.
don't have ramps and stuff, so we
Research
gotta
the
get
remains
creative
in
here.
the MAM to establish.
I'm gonna try to go up this backside here with storage crates. That's the only thing I really can do. Oh, they're killing me. It's not very, and I don't have stuff. Okay, I need to go collect some stuff, and I'll come back, and I'm gonna get up here and get this thing. All right, so we're back over here, and it looks like there's some crystal right there as well that would be really huge to grab. There's also a slug off in the distance that we're also gonna try to get. I was trying to say that if I could get this stuff going early on, then it'll just help me out more, because we do have to put those slugs into the actual thing, which is kind of a... What's Deuterium? Uh-oh, I fell. We have to put those slugs into the MAM to actually research it, and get the stuff. To okay, there we go. We got up here. Kinda, sorta. This is gonna start talking to me and tell me weird things.
When will you land?
Okay, that's creepy. Must be having a really hard time getting up here. I might die if I can't get up this little thing. I really need to get rid of this hatcher. What is it saying to me? Oh, dude, I feel like something weird is gonna happen when I pick this thing up. Whoa. There's also footprints in the sand now. That's really, really cool. That was super creepy. So now I have a Mercer Spear, and I need to figure out what to do with that. I thought it said Caterium. It's all good. I'll take the quartz too. That's fine. Quartz are going to be something that's going to be really difficult for this playthrough, which is going to be a huge problem for me because I'm pretty sure the only one that's over here is like a cave system that's underneath this map, or underneath this like mountain up here. And the entrance is like really far, like in both directions. So I don't think that's going to be too much of an option. I'm going to cut right now because I'm about to sneeze. All right, I'm sneezing. I feel like I'm dying. We're going to run in here real quick. Try to pace the gas guys. Grab the slug. Give me a slug. Don't do this to me. Oh, are you kidding me? What is this, dude? Do I seriously have to blow this up? Okay, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna die. We're gonna go try to get the other one over there. Died. We're gonna go try to get the other one over here. Okay, this is on the outside, so I should be able to get it, but these guys are gonna come all over me. Whoa. Pause. Wait a minute. Wait. Alright, so we made it back. I was able to find another power slug along the way. We got everything that we need, and now we unlock this. Okay, so that's Sam, which I don't know where to get that from. We're gonna just have to figure it out. So we researched the Mercer Spear. What do we unlock? Probably some stuff that we can't even touch. What? Okay, so we know what this is. I've seen this before, but I need another Mercer Spear and then a Sam Fluctuator, which I'm pretty sure is like a late game thing. Like I'm pretty sure it's a manufacturer piece. So we need to get the Sam ore and see what's going on with that. Also, a Sommer Soup would be cool. So need to figure out what's going on with all this stuff. Power Slug's still the same. Quartz look pretty much exactly the same. We're gonna lock this anyway. Even if it just makes it a scannable research, we'll get a better idea where it is. Ooh, I forgot about Blade Runners. Really want to get Blade Runners soon. This looks about the same. If we scan for it, though, where is it gonna be? Probably not anywhere. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. So I'm like really confident that this is the stuff that's underneath the map, like underneath the map. It's really close, and it looks like it's like right there, but I'm pretty sure there's just like this long cave that goes like right through here that all this stuff is underneath the ground on. And I think the actual closest one is that one over there. That's 2,000 meters away, technically, which is a real oof. Because we're going to have to go down there and conquer the caves. And, yeah, that's sad. I don't want to do any of that. Yeah, so that's going to be a struggle, and we may have to just travel a little bit for it. They redid this, and this looks really cool now. Just noticed that. You know, sorts of stuff. It's still like the same as before, kind of. They just added some little stuff here. Ooh, you can see like a little breakdown of it. That is very strange. You get some mushroom stuff over here. Okay, we need to continue working through here. We're going to probably go ahead and kill the video here. This has been a pretty productive first episode. We got a lot of things accomplished. We do have probably quite a bit of concrete to get our base up and running now. So we're going to end it here, and we're going to start setting up all this stuff and pretty much automating everything and setting up our biomass and everything that we need to do. Now that we have some foundations, we do have to unlock this base building stuff, which really shouldn't be that problem. The main issue with this was the concrete, but we could easily make the rest of this stuff. and then we can get rolling and get right into our next episode. We're going to be doing all sorts of stuff, all the automation and all the factory building. If you enjoyed today's episode and you want to follow the series, just go ahead and subscribe down below. We're going to be posting as much as I'm going to be playing, which for the next little bit is going to be quite a lot. Eventually, once I get further and videos take a little bit longer, the uploads will start to slow down. But for right now, we're probably going to be hammering this out. You're getting this one today, and then maybe tonight or tomorrow, you're probably getting another video, which is going to be me doing all this factory stuff. Either way, I'm going to keep playing because I'm really, really enjoying this. And I'll see you guys in the next video.